coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That is caught by Cohen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Watson off play action. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 26.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And that's thrown to Perriman out wide. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Touchdown! It's complete. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
That's the score. Chiefs 7, Texans 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Watson. And he's got Jordan complete right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Watson on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A good gain on first. Has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Under 10.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
25, check 25, check 25. 54. 24 down, he's coming.
Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Here comes Reed. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. From the 50, it's Watson. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, it's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Watson now to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. On first down, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Michel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Next score, Chiefs 21, Texans 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Watson off play action. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Maybe a free play for Watson. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
49 for Mike, 49 for Mike. I got you. 49 for Mike, 149. Get ready.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Yellow.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. A give, running right, Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On third down, Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll run with Lindsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
On first down, it's Lindsey, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 15. Another run by Lindsey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Butker's kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On second and 10, Watson. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's brought down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. 49. It's our time, guys.
Watson looks to throw again. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Second down at 4.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
49's the mic.
Here's Watson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, Watson on fourth down. Open man there is Collins, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Faking the give, now Watson. Another one caught by Collins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. Jimmy Moreland there on the stop. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second down and 5. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Texans 28. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
49's a must. 49's a must. I'm going to come back to you.
Now Watson. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.